Yeah. Oh, good evening to one and all of you. We are back, and now we have with us a very special guest. Kushal Mehra is back with us as well. So I welcome Nikhil and Kushal back onto the channel. There are much more things that need to be discussed regarding the politics and the fiasco surrounding the Asia Cup. And Nikhil and I felt that it required a deeper discussion. So for that, we welcome Kushal onto the show.
Hello, everyone. I hope India and Pakistan play one more match.
every Sunday
Every Sunday.
we need
Every
रोज इनको हर एज लेवल पे पेलेंगे every Sunday.
No, it's become so disgusting. I think finally the Rubicon has passed beyond disgusting levels. That now even world cricket must be like, नहीं खेलो यार तुम दोनों बंद कर दो.
In
Actually,
fact, I ended up watching the women's match quite a bit yesterday, which is odd. Okay, I feel bad because clearly in my mind I did not give women's cricket as much importance as I gave men's cricket. Because I was happy to boycott the men's match, but I was comfortable watching the women's World Cup matches. But also, it's a World Cup, right? And
I
there's
didn't.
that famous clip going around of
I know, Harman.
run out.
not the run out. Herman's lip sync to she gave it to her. Yeah. She gave it to her.
She didn't like being hit for four.
Oh, yeah,
आज दिखा दी है भोसड़ी वाली.
it had to be a Punjabi who had to do that.
Yeah, I made this point when Kushal and I were talking on his podcast 2 weeks ago, or a week and a half ago, that the sledging game has changed because it's now Panju boys everywhere. It's Gill, it's Abhishek Sharma, these are Amritsaris. They don't. This is how we play. Like, this is basics for us. Yeah, like you don't. Punjabis can't live without playing like this. And people don't get it. Our hatred for Pakistan is special. Too many in South India keep coming up with these conciliatory tones. They don't understand our buy-in is different. If you can't appreciate that buy-in, that's fine. But don't lecture us from your position because you don't get our situation.
I agree. And when it comes
जब
to
वो
South
मिसाइल
India,
उड़ती हुई आती है ना, वो मेरे like it lands, about 20 to 15 km from my family's house, not your family's house.
exactly.
So you don't have
exactly.
the same buy-in.
And one more thing, South Indians also, there's a special case with Tamil chaps, not so much from the other states. With regard to this nonsense, especially in the past, there was this Tamil YouTuber who tried to make friends with Pakistanis during the 2023 World Cup matches. His photo was posted on Twitter. That became a post for racist commentary against Tamilians by Pakistanis. All of this nonsense has gone.
That's a solid comeuppance, man.
All of this was there, but anyway.
So Kushal, let me ask you this: in the cold light of day now, we've had about 10-15 days from 10 days on from the Asia Cup. How are you looking at things now? Looking back, is there any change of view? About 7 days, and more importantly, is there any more information about how things transpired between the teams, between the boards, etc.?
No, it's still the same. They had never anticipated, they as in the government of India primarily, and the BCCI secondary. They had never imagined that they thought, an obscure YouTuber talking about boycotting would not be relevant. A member of parliament like Priyanka Chaturvedi would not be relevant. Someone like Tehseen Poonawala would not be relevant. They were not understanding that we were not saying things because there was a genuine sentiment that we should not have played against Pakistan so early in the day. Yeah, the wounds are yet to be healed properly, and they took all of this lightly. There was
Especially when that direction came from the Prime Minister's own leadership.
Yeah, so it was ridiculous, and they underestimated it. See, then what the trigger point was the images of Surya Kumar Yadav shaking hands with Mohsin Naqvi and Salman Aga, the Pakistani captain, and then that led to a second line of anger from everyone, and then eventually it all boiled down to "Bhai, abhi kya kare?" So they came up with this last moment drama. The last moment drama.
shaking of hands, Kushal, was it the one done in the private captain's dinner that happened afterwards? Those photos were shared online. That became a big deal because the one during the match they did not shake his hand.
No, but the
None of
private
the three
captain's
men.
dinner, I'm talking about everything that happened before the tournament started, nothing after
Ah,
the
then it
tournament
was the
started.
captain's dinner only. Then it was the
Yeah.
captain's dinner only.
So that is where they realized that the public sentiment is not in for this. Then they came up with this whole, tamasha. The
Hmm.
tamasha pissed people even more for the first two games, but then eventually when we beat Pakistan up so badly, and then Surya started shit talking in press conferences, then it's just then it was like it's not gonna work, and then the boycott failed. So the
Yeah,
boycott
finally.
was a partial success because it
Yeah,
was because of the boycott's partial success, or probably the boycott super success initially, that they were forced to do all these antics. And then the antics actually, like, most people are fence sitters, they're not ideologues, so they
yeah.
small gestures are enough for them, and then they're like, "Arey, we are beating them and we are doing this." So there is nothing that has changed even now. I think they have realized that if they deviate from this baseline, they are in for a lot of trouble, and whatever, who cares?
But there was actually this other thing that happened. So they had this drama. Then Mohsin Naqvi performs his tantrum like child in response. The famous trophy display, wonderful running
That
away
that
with
is
the
that
trophy.
is one of my favorite things in the history of cricket. Fucker ran off with the trophy, dude. He ran off with the trophy.
And then he said, India
Oh,
can
shit.
come
Hey,
to Lahore
have
and
we got
take
it
the
back
trophy
now?
from my
I,
house.
yeah, no, I read somewhere that once he feared that we would file a complaint, and they are. If you listen to Pakistani YouTube, I've been seeing the clips on X. Rashid Latif in particular is making the point that in November ICC meeting, India is going to cook us for this, and potentially with your interior minister being a part of the PCB, they could ban you, and that's correct. You could be banned for that. This is
Yeah,
what Zimbabwe was banned for. So
yeah,
why shouldn't
yeah.
Pakistan be banned?
Absolutely. And Zimbabwe were only doing their own domestic problems. It was all domestic corruption, domestic dictatorship, and all of that. Pakistan spreads their wealth of nonsense everywhere. It's not a question of keeping it indoors, right? So that's the other problem. So their wonderful brilliance was for all to this way. But you know what? Mohsin Naqvi's response was most illuminating. He said, India can come to my house and pick up the trophy. One of the greatest statements I've ever seen. Like the guard of the man was on another level.
No,
See,
but have we received the trophy now? Because I believe he eventually, we still haven't received it.
I don't think we care anyways, but
Yeah, अब तो we should just write a note कि रख ले भोसड़ी के मजा मत चुदा नहीं चाहिए
by
अब.
the way, they will write an alternate history page in their textbook saying they won the Asia Cup.
Yeah. They will, and let them, no problem. No, but it's I'm not even the 6060, right? Like I just keep thinking, brother, your 60, this that they keep doing, happened on 7th of May, right? In
Yeah.
your conception of reality, what
Hmm.
happened on 8th, 9th, and 10th? Like, how do you adjust with these things? What 6-0 is not spread out over 4 days. It's your day one. This is what you were
Yeah.
crowing about.
Yeah.
So, what happens on 8th, 9th, and 10th as per you? What is your adjustment? What is your response to seeing those flames coming up in your cities through your YouTube videos, through your
Yes.
camera videos, not ours,
Yes.
right? How the hell do you adjust to all of this? I mean,
They don't. They
let's
don't.
just
They
keep it a
don't.
cricket. To me, it's a psychological problem, and I have never seen them like this. Okay, they when they were the better cricket team, whatever problems India Pakistan used to have,
Yeah.
right? The cricketers used to keep it out of it because Pakistani cricketers at that time were confident. They would look at our team and be confident that they could
Yeah.
beat us, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
From the time Javed hits a six of the
Yes.
last ball. By the
85.
way, before Javed hits a six of the last ball, we had never lost to them in Sharjah. From the
Hmm.
time that's the first time Pakistan beats us in Sharjah when Javed hits a six of the last ball, and then we did not beat them again till Tendulkar took over.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and we played them every year. So you can imagine
Yeah.
how many matches just got notched up, losses got notched up then
Yes. Yes.
during that
Yes.
period.
Yes.
right?
And you
So
had fixers in the team also. And you had fixers in the team
you
also.
had
India.
fixers in the team. The first forget about his test innings, right? The first mark of Tendulkar is different gravy that I remember as a kid. If there is a 1990 match, India-Pakistan match,
Yeah.
where India was way behind on the run rate because yet these guys used to go too slow at the start, right? And Tendulkar used
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
bat down at
Usually.
5 and 6. Used to bat down at 5 and 6.
Well, that's a lovely shot, and that's going to be 4 runs. Oh, I say, that's a marvellous shot. He hit that magnificently. Oh my goodness me, I thought that was going down Imran's throat. That ball was hit as hard as any ball I've seen this year.
He comes out to bat and he just goes for the win, and he started whacking the life out of these guys.
Yeah.
That is a match in which the light was pathetic. They were playing in virtual darkness, and he was smashing them. And he eventually got caught in the boundary, trying to hit out in the dark, and we lost only by 4 runs. A match we were supposed to lose by 50 at the least, because we were chasing something above 250, 260, which in that era was remarkably difficult. And he came into bat something when we were about 150, 140, 150, and he just went ape. Right? That's the first time I looked at him and I thought, this kid is just. I'd never seen that psychology from India.
Yeah.
Right? And that psychology shift that happened in 90. Then we came back and played them again.
Javid's psyche was certainly being dented.
It's a big six. Oh, beauty. He's got onto that one. It's gone way into the crowd.
And that's it. 100 for Sachin Tendulkar. His 400 in his last 12 innings. It's his 800 in one-day international.
He scored the first century against Pakistan for India in Sharjah.
Yeah.
Right? And that's when we started to beat them regularly in Sharjah, or at least evened it up. Then we stopped playing in Sharjah because match fixing became too big and became clear that this is all not. But their teams at that time never.
Do you know what the Pakistanis say why we stopped playing in Sharjah?
Yeah.
Because
Please.
they used to lose. Indians used to lose so much they had to change the venue. I'm not kidding. People like Salman, but it is normal talk in Pakistani.
I know, but the short answer to this is, if you look at the last 5 or 6 ODIs against Pakistan in Sharjah before we quit playing them, they're probably an even record, or we may be ahead. Okay. Anyway, so they would not engage in this kind of conversation, this kind of chatter ever. Because their cricketers were confident about winning. This lot knew they can't beat us.
Yeah.
Right? Bro, if they cannot win 28 of 8 balls in Melbourne, and my God, I will forever love Virat Kohli for those 2 shots. Those 2 shots are 2 of the greatest cricketing shots ever played by an Indian. Boss, that 18.5, that straight drive at Melbourne will forever be the greatest shot I've seen, boss. What a shot.
Those 2 are the most patriotic shots ever against Pakistan, along with the Tendulkar uppercut
FYI,
6.
I just read the Crickbus update. India will play a T20I at MCG on October 31st, and almost 3 weeks ahead. I repeat, almost 3 weeks ahead.
Booked out.
Cricket Australia have confirmed that public ticket allocation for the game has been exhausted. In Australia, in MCG, India playing Australia. And why I'm mentioning this is because people need to get used to a new reality. India versus Pakistan is no longer the money churner
absolutely.
that people want to
That's what I
claim
was
it
coming to. Like, these players, because they were good enough, you never used to get this kind of political chatter. They are, look, if you listen to any ex-Indian cricketer from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, they will say the kind of sledging the Pakistanis engage in is communal. It is religion-based. And the things they say, we will not say. There's a limit. We will not say those things. Right? Afridi, etc. made it even worse, made it even more jingoistic. But they had that sense of competitiveness against us, and so they were not talking outside of the field in the way in which these guys have been talking. Right? And this shit, right? They are acting all innocent about, oh, but India did this, boss. You keep needling us. Your cricketers, your current day cricketers keep entering into political conversations all the time. You can't expect to then be left out of the entire blowback that arrives. Right? Because our boys don't do it. Strictly, they're not allowed to do it. They do not do it. So
Yeah,
this is to me just another example of that sort of that frontal cortex problem that Pakistanis have, that they just yield to emotion and they react immediately, and they are essentially incapable of competing with us now. So they engage in all of this because somewhere they have to keep the morale of the calm, so to speak, high, right? Something has to
You
be
know,
done to keep that morale high.
there is that saying,
No,
losing the
and I'm
battle.
telling you this: the 119 they didn't chase in New York, right?
Yeah, yeah,
That one
yeah.
really hurt them. And then to lose to USA, what, 3 days later?
3 days before, 3 days before.
Before. Yeah, yeah. That's the death of it. Yeah? That's the one at which they realize ki gaya, era hi gaya pura.
One more thing. Can there be ever such a thing as a beneficial loss? I think that loss that India had to them in Dubai will be termed as one of the most beneficial losses of all time. Our team,
It's not because after that we went to Australia for T20 World Cup that same year. This was a delayed World Cup, right?
2021,
So
2022, but still.
delayed World Cup. So the second World Cup happened in Australia, and we went with the same goddamn tactics of trying to shore up early. And that tactic dies in the 23 ODI World Cup. All the praise that Rohit got was for turning up in the 23 ODI World Cup and attacking like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's the 23 ODI World Cup that sort of was the beneficial losses in that sense. That England game
yeah,
is actually the beneficial loss.
yeah. But in
The
a
England
sense, for the
semi-final.
India Pakistan thing, the Pakistan game was the beneficial loss because Pakistans have been talking about the 10-wicket win since then. They have not been able to get it out of their heads since then. But we have already moved on past that, and 2 ICC trophies have also come, right? So that's the kind of situation we are at. So that was one. But then I was looking at the ESPN cricket for coverage of this. I was not watching these matches live, Kushal. I was reading the ESPN cricket for articles, and by God, they don't show an Indian point of view at all. It is just sad, even though they're majorly an Indian company now. It is insane. The article, I'll bring up that article actually. I'll bring up that article because this article needs to be named and shamed. Because Andrew Fidel Fernando, my goodness me. This,
yeah, I read the article you sent me.
yeah,
It's a word salad. That's what I call this. It's a word salad. It's just righteous, sanctimonious bullshit that I'm used to now, listening from people. This, like, moral philosophy is my forte. That's all I have studied all my life. And the problem with people is that they spew moral philosophy lessons without realizing that they have no ground to stand on. Like what? India and Pakistan have brought disrepute to the game. Listen, always remember, the there are many things I will blame the BCCI for. This fiasco is primarily on the government of India and the BCCI, and I have said that on multiple occasions on my own podcast. That's not the issue.
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
but this moral sanctimonious bullshit that you have brought disrepute to the game, boss. This is coming from, like, what has Sri Lanka done? I want to talk about it. What has Sri Lanka done to bring disrepute to the game? Can we have a discussion on that? A while ago, the South African board was on the verge of bankruptcy. They devoured all the money. So what has South Africa done for the game of cricket? What has anybody done, for that matter, for the game of cricket?
The
Like,
USA
just
Cricket
like
Board
IPL.
recently got banned because of bankruptcy issues. The USA
Oh, I
Cricket
know
Board.
the entire story of their entire mismanagement, but that's for some other day.
The
The
fucking Aussies
American
use sandpaper, those bastards.
Yeah, see, this entire sports and politics cannot be mixed is the biggest load of poppycock that I've heard in my life. Sports and politics are always going to be mixed. Politics, why the fuck were these people bowing down to that Black Lives Matter thing? That was not a
Yeah, yeah,
political
yeah.
statement.
The worst
That
things
was
that
a
we
social statement. Are we fucking kidding ourselves? This is the kind of sanctimonious rubbish that gets peddled. The world always works on one principle: the people who have relative power try to get away with what they had. The English and the Australians had relative power in cricket for most part of the game's history.
yeah,
Then the Indians, along the subcontinental teams, actually the 90s was the era, that mid 80s to the 90s and the 2000s was the era where India used to work with Pakistan and Sri Lanka cricket board. Then India
yeah,
became so powerful by itself. India was like, chado pare, I don't need any of you.
And now India runs the game. Boss, India runs the game. You don't like it, don't play against India. Boycott India. Boycott kar do. Don't play against us. We don't even need them. We will buy every single world player and just bring them and play them locally. They want India to do that. It's just ridiculous. There is national pride. Ghanta mera, there is national pride. People are, a sportsman has a limited career of 20 years. In 20 years, if I was a sportsman, screw national pride. I will go for making money legitimately. Forget anyone else.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is this sanctity? This is the most ridiculous article I've read in my life. What is this? Like, oh, aisa ho gaya, waisa ho gaya. We have brought disrepute to the game. Like, this game had a fucking match fixing scandal.
Yeah.
They're worried about India and Pakistan bickering like children.
One more thing. This is the same guy, Kushal. I'll tell you that this man, Andrew Fidel Fernando, is a serial offender. This is the same man who said it was fine for the Sri Lankan team to get attacked in Pakistan in 2009 in an article. He has said this. He has said this on record. This is
What do
the
you mean it
same
was
man.
fine? What do you mean it was? He said it was fine.
He said he has forgiven them.
Who the fuck is he to forgive anyone? What the fuck is this shit?
He's done that. He's done that in an article on his Twitter timeline. You can go look it up. The man is genuinely on another level of delusion. This guy.
No, it's not another level of delusion. Now I know why he's doing this. So it's okay. Now I understand why he's doing this. I will not say it publicly, but everybody knows why he's doing this. Now this
That
is
is
so
obvious.
obvious.
Yeah.
This
So
is so obvious.
he's Daniel Alexander 2.0. Got it. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
God. But that was just one of the series of truly awful articles. I mean, Karthik Krishnaswamy is another great offender of the same note. The dude was literally, I mean, what to say? I mean, these are the guys who are saying stop Operation Sindoor and stuff. What to
No, it's
even
okay,
say?
right? They had, see, it's a free world. They have every right to have an
No,
opinion.
it's not.
Like,
It's not just that it's a free world. Stop Operation Sindoor. That's an Indian citizen. They have every right to that opinion. They can voice it however they want to. I have no problems with that. Those are not the things I worry about. All of us have been supremely critical of the government for forcing this match on.
Yes.
And honestly, for all the antics that occurred afterwards, even we are critical of that fact.
Yes.
So I am not so. But the way this guy is being critical of it is very different. It's very, very different. Right? His entire spiel is that this is some kind of great disrepute, whereas to me, it's not some great disrepute to the game. I just feel like this is childish behavior. You shouldn't engage in it in general. Right? If you're going to go play a tournament, you have to do all the accoutrements that come with it. But for him to say that we have to all get along because we're cricketers and the world of cricket is all kumbaya, he can go fuck himself.
Yeah. It is just insane. By the way, Sri Lanka are going to Pakistan now. Let's see what welcome they receive again. They are going to Pakistan for a tri-series or something. Something is going. It's insane.
chalo, Tweedledee will play Tweedledum. I don't give a fuck. Did you see the Saibzada Farhan bat sticker?
यार एक मेरे को बात बता यार इस आदमी का पहले तो इसने गन ही उल्टी पकड़ी हुई थी इसने खुद को ही गोली मारी है दूसरी चीज इसकी स्ट्राइक रेट 116 थी उस मैच में यार ये 3 मैच सुट के हार के आया है
मैच हारने के बाद ये स्टिकर लगा रहा है
और अपने लिए स्टिकर बनवा के बैठा हुआ है शर्म है कि नहीं है तुम लोगों
One moment. Can you show me the sticker, Kushal? Can you show me the sticker?
It's this only.
Oh, please. We'd like to name and shame him. This is literally.
Look at this. This is a first post article. Put it up on the screen. This.
God damn.
Gun mode. ये gun mode नहीं है, ये LUN mode है.
These fuckers lost 3 consecutive matches to us on 3 consecutive Sundays. He had a strike rate of 116 in that match. Even on the rifle celebration that you do with cricket bats, he's got the muzzle facing himself, so he's shot his own self. I mean, the scale of stupidity of all of this is just staggering here. And then you get a sticker made. Bro, you get a sticker made if you achieve something. You don't get a sticker made for being a jingoistic cunt. This is what I was trying to tell you at the start. This Pakistani team cannot compete, but the comm has to be pleased. This is more army propaganda than cricket propaganda, man. So the frontal cortex has to be satisfied with Pakistani. So this is it. You take this and enjoy yourselves. We won because we got a sticker. Hey. And one of our guys ran away with the trophy.
I can't believe he actually thought this was a good decision to. What was
No, this is
going
very
on?
typical Pakistani. I think, which is why I always say
मैं
nobody
नहीं खेलना,
understands.
मैं जा रहा हूँ, मैं नहीं
Nobody
खेलना, मैं जा रहा हूँ.
understands Pakistan better than Sushant Sareen does, and I think Sushant nails this mindset. He's like, there is something. It's a combination that Pakistan creates. That is the weirdest combination on planet Earth. Like, this is not a besharam com. This is a retarded com.
It's a retarded com for which the retardation is most commonly expressed in Besharmi. That's the tinge.
But think about the mindset that has to go into all of this nonsense, right? They're already writing the whatever history they want in their textbooks. So what is to stop them from writing whatever the hell they want? As it is, nobody believes anything anyway. It's insane. Abhijit Iyer Mitra was telling basically the citizens believe the government regardless of what it says, regardless of how insane it is in Pakistan. We are not that. We don't. Like we three didn't watch the Asia Cup because we knew that our government was doing something wrong. Those guys don't even have the wherewithal to do that. That was one. By the way, that brings me to a secondary thing: the two-tier cricket system. The Caribbean Cricket Podcast was. I watched the Caribbean Cricket Podcast. It's a lovely podcast done by two, I think, Jamaicans or Trinidadians. I'm not sure which. They basically were telling that West Indies shouldn't even have gone to India to play these test matches because we have learned nothing new after the first test. And they were saying that we should be trying to improve our cricket system before blaming the outsider. And West Indies is going through another row of purges in its cricketing system after the 27 all out, which is one of the most shocking things to ever happen if you're not watching West Indies cricket, by the way, and also this match. So all of this was going on. I found myself agreeing with them, but then I viewed a YouTube clip of Clive Lloyd saying it is basically uh, an insult to West Indies if they are forced to play in the second tier. So that level of jingoism is there on that side. So the reality versus the idealistic. And every Indian cricket commentator, I hated this. Ian Bishop was talking about the match in front of him. Every Indian cricket commentator was talking about the 70s West Indies team. Have some shame, guys. Come
अरे
on.
तो एक मिनट. Okay. What do you want the Indian cricket commentator to talk about the game?
Let them analyze the game in front of them.
He's batting. He's pathetic. Can't hold the bat. चूतिया टीम है. मैं ये क्यों commentary कर रहा हूं? Ahmedabad produces one of the best pitches. That pitch was good.
Fine.
And West Indies managed to lose a match in 2.5 days in a decent
Day one had a lot of moisture on it, but whatever. It's more than good, dude. Their shot making in that first session, bhai, Sunny was being very charitable when he said, "Oh, a lot of this is white ball batting." It's worse than white ball batting. It's worse than that. Much worse than that. They play so far away from the body. Who the hell walks into our home? Okay, you see a green tinge on that pitch, and it was a moist pitch. I promise you.
And
You
then
could
they
see the
decide to
moisture.
bat first. And they decide
You
to
could
bat
see the
first.
moisture in the when the batsman is marking a guard. The same mistake that we made in Bangalore against New Zealand. Okay, very similar. That level of moisture and that level of greenness to it, right?
Yeah.
You have seen Mohammad Siraj bowl exceptionally well in England, right?
Yeah.
The other guy is Jasprit fucking Bumrah.
Yeah.
Who the hell tells you that you're going to make shots against these guys?
Also, who they won the
Who
toss.
the hell told
They
you?
won the toss. They won the toss and chose to bat first on that.
Yeah, you can make a mistake on the toss. You can honestly make a mistake on the toss. There's no. I'm not going to. We've also done it. We did it in Bangalore, no? It happened to us also. You can make that mistake. But whatever. These are the circumstances that have been given to you as a batting unit. You have to go out. You have to bat. What the hell? The distance between bat and pad. Are you kidding with me, man? To these bowlers, they'll kill you. Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Kushal, on seeing that?
It's sad. Look. The 96 India tour West Indies.
Yeah.
I still remember this. We were at that time talking about how much the West Indies have fallen from the days of their peak.
70s. Yeah.
Right. late 80s. Yeah, they were still up there. They lost a
Yeah, late
test series
80s.
for the first time in 95, bro.
Yeah, 95.
Right? And we are there in 97.
Yeah,
And we're talking about that loss happened. Brother, that team, that bowling lineup was Ambrose, Walsh, Bishop,
yeah.
and one of either Winston Benjamin, Kenny Benjamin, Franklin Rose. I mean, they had bowlers like that would go. The batting lineup was Lara, Carl Hooper,
Chandrapal,
Chandrapal, uh,
a young
Phil,
Sarwan,
as an
a young
opener. Phil, no, Sarwan was not there till now at that time. Then you had Phil Simmons
Phil
as an
Simmons.
opener. This was relative to this current West Indian team. That's a
That was
phenomenal team.
yeah, yeah,
And those pitches used to have, just watch what the ball does on those pitches.
yeah.
The West Indian fast bowlers at that time was still the only bowlers in world cricket who used to cling to the old length that their fast bowlers used to bowl, which was an 8-meter length. You
Yeah,
you will watch, you will see there are a couple of shots that Tendulkar's played on that tour. I think the greatest test match shots I've seen, because they are on the up cover drives of almost from chest high, right? On
yeah.
pitches where the bounce is not discernible. You can't tell exactly how much it's going to fly or how much it's going to go. And he's tapping off the back foot. There's an ODI innings he played there where he was given out wrongly for he made 40 odd at all, faster than a runner ball. It's one of the most phenomenal things I've ever seen in cricket. It's one of the most phenomenal things. It's that kind of thing where you look at it like that's a magician. That team, to then let's say we go back in 2001.
Yeah.
Okay, and that fast bowling lineup is now replaced by Pedro Collins, Mervyn Dillon, etc. Still a
Yeah.
decentish team.
And a
Had
young
Lara,
Roach.
had
And a young
Chandrapal,
Roach, I think.
yeah, had a Lara, had a no, Roach is way later, bro. 2001 is not Roach.
Oh,
Had
yeah.
Lara,
Later. Yeah.
had Lara, had Chandrapal, had Hooper, and Chandrapal and Hooper had massive series. Okay, we still you still we won that series for the first time. We won a series in the West Indies, or we won a Test match in the West Indies. The series was drawn.
Drawn.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay, in a long time since the 70s.
Yeah.
Now we used to look at that team and say, if our bowlers had not sort of, we had more in our bowling, we'd be winning these series.
Yeah.
Then we went in 2006. That team was still a reasonable team. This team still had more in it, and we won that Test series. And eventually, we'd be like, this is now becoming too weak. Starting to become
Yeah.
too weak. The 2025 iteration of this is just a joke. It's just a sad, depressing joke.
My
The
question is, how did they win?
2012, 2013, they came to India
Yeah.
and they played the most remarkable tied test at Mumbai.
Yeah. It was not a tie because we weren't all out.
Yes, yes, yes. But the runs were equal. The
Yeah.
most,
Yeah.
like, one of those score lines that you can't dream them up, man. I mean, they just suddenly
Yeah.
happened to you, right?
Yeah.
They were still, they had, because they had still had, they had found another generation of Darren Bravo, Marlon Samuels, Chris
Yeah.
Gale. Those guys
Yeah.
were still, they found that generation. Those guys were able to score. And Gale, whenever he played Test cricket, was reasonable. He's got a triple century Test cricket.
Two triple centuries.
Two triples, you're right, in Test cricket, right? So they were compared. Then when we went in, what was it, 16? We went to the West Indies.
Yeah. 16.
It was a joke series, bro. It was a complete, like, it's a laughable series. It's just not competitive. This is the worst. This is don't even have Craig Brathwaite now. Brathwaite actually retires from West Indian cricket with a reasonable Test record.
Yeah. And
No
100
centuries
tests,
against
by the way.
any major teams, maybe one against one major team. But at least he retires with 12, 13, 14 kind of Test centuries and
Yeah.
a high 30s average as an opener.
Yeah.
Serviceable. Fairly serviceable. Abhi to kuch bhi nahi hai, yaar. They have nothing in this team.
One more thing. How did they win that GABA test? Please tell me, against Australia. Like, was that just a miracle granted by God?
No,
And
no,
Shamar
it's not a miracle. It's not a miracle. We discussed this. I think Kushal and I discussed this at that time. Australia had a shit summer. They beat
bad.
Pakistan 2-0, 3-0 in the Test series,
Yeah.
okay? But they could have
Yeah.
easily lost 3-0 in that Test series.
Yeah.
Really
They could have.
easily.
Yeah.
They were bad that Test series. Their batting was falling apart for a while. And this is
Yes.
when they were experimenting with Smith as opener. Then
Yeah.
it wasn't working.
Yeah.
That's the shit that fell apart against the West Indies. And one
But
good spell, yeah.
that spell by Shamar is one for the gods. Like it's just insane.
I'm hoping the second test something miraculous happens. Jaden Seals or someone just has a top spell and we get a competitive game. But otherwise, there's no chance. Kushal's a bad WTC cycle, man. It's a boring WTC cycle.
No, I think it's very entertaining. I think we made a mistake by declaring after day 2. We should have batted all of day 3. Just tired the West Indians. I don't know. I get enjoyment in sadistic things. I think
No, and I agree with you on this. Why shouldn't the watchers get another day? Yeah?
Yes, I felt robbed. That
Yeah.
I would have loved to see my batsman score a 100 and do
make
this
800
3 times.
Oh यार, 936 952 को हटाओ यार हमारे against.
और वही ना मैं बोलता हूँ क्यों नहीं वो कैरेबियन क्रिकेट पॉडकास्ट वाला the Indians are just doing stat padding. Why not? Maybe you improve your team.
If he is saying Indians are doing just stat padding, what does that say about his team? Tough luck. By the way,
I don't care. Your team shit. I will bat 5 days.
Yes, I will bat 5 days, and you will not get better till you are humiliated. You will not get better till you're forced to bowl that many overs.
Yeah, you have to tired. I hope the second test in Delhi, India bats first, bats for 2.5 days, tortures them, they get tired, and then they just declare the match.
अरे ये तो देखने जाऊंगा यार. ये तो I can just land up. ये तो खाली होगा. I can just land up. So there's one stand in Delhi, the Northwest stand. Oh man, it's like watching cricket in HD.
9th October है second test.
10th.
चले जाएंगे यार एक दिन कोर्ट से चले जाएंगे ना.
10th Kushal. Are you in the US?
Yes.
That's why it's showing 9th. Yeah, for you it's 9th. For us it's 10th. Yeah. But point is, actually I want India to roll out the flattest of flat pitches for this because West Indies are not going to make more than 250 even on that pitch.
Imagine creating we should not create a dust bowl because that's the only time West Indies is in with a chance because that's how they won that test match in Pakistan.
Yes. Make the flattest of flat beds.
But can you believe Pakistan lost to West Indies also?
Are you serious?
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah, they did.
In a test series? In a test series?
Yes. No, not test series, test match.
What if I, yaar? How do you lose to this lot? Bro, I think it's time to call it. Pakistan is right now. Okay, so maybe they have a few players that you can still look at and say are reasonable players.
Arey, what few players?
Look.
It Nikhil, was a drawn test series, 1-1.
Look at the second test.
It was. I watched that
I need to see this. I don't even remember this.
This one, I'll show you the scorecard. This was an insane series because...
Where was this played?
On an absolute rubbish pitch at Multan.
Arey Baba, where?
Multan, Pakistan.
So these assholes, these idiots, they made a ragger to beat the West Indies at home and they got rolled on their own ragger.
Yeah, so imagine.
Oh
West
my
Indies
God.
made 163, Pakistan made 154. West Indies ended up somehow managing to score 244. Pakistan
game over. Right there, that 244 killed them. Who made the run?
No, the 244.
You know what? I remember this now. Bro, so Pakistan today would be comparable with, say, a 2001-2002 Zimbabwe. Actually, that Zimbabwe team was even better than that.
Dude, what are you talking about? Zimbabwe was a serious team. Pakistan today
is property. Zimbabwe was a property. Zimbabwe beat us at home. Zimbabwe beat England at home. They beat Pakistan away.
Yeah,
they beat everybody else at home other than Australia.
Boss,
Zimbabwe is too good to be
today is like the Kenyan team of Maurice Odumbe and Steve Tikolo.
You are insulting even them because they beat Sri Lanka in a World Cup.
No, Pakistan utna hai. I think they are that.
No, they beat West Indies and they beat Lanka as well. That 2000, the bastards made a semi-final. Kenya.
Yeah. You are insulting.
Steve Tikolo was a good player. Yeah, Steve Tikolo was.
Steve Tikolo was a good player. He was a match fixer, but he was a good player. Maurice Odumbe also a good player, but he was a match fixer. My favorite side of Kenyan cricket. Do you remember the '96 World Cup in which they knocked over West Indies?
Do you remember
their wicket keeper? Kareem.
Asif Kareem.
Yeah. He looked like breakfast is biryani, lunch is biryani, dinner is biryani. Okay. and every time he would dive for the ball, right? Bro, that was a lucky day because he missed every single one that wasn't edged. Every fucking thing that was edged somehow
Except,
went and stuck in that meaty hand of his, man.
especially the Brian Lara one.
That's out. That is out. Brian Lara has been dismissed. It bubbled around in the gloves of the wicketkeeper, Iqbal. But Brian Lara once too often flirting.
Where the
The
ball
Lara
caught
one.
him.
The Lara one is a top catch, bro. It's a superb catch. The Lara one is the younger people. If I want to give them an example of what that's like, you remember the Dwayne Leverock catch of Uthappa?
Yeah. Same thing.
The
Same thing.
greatest diving catch by a fat fuck ever in history.
Same thing. By the way, this match, Pakistan versus West Indies, Noman Ali took a hat trick, and they lost. By the
Yeah,
way,
in case
Do
there
you know
was
in the
any
latest
learners
squad of the
remember.
Pakistan team, they've made a 40-year-old make a comeback?
who?
Who?
Which one? Which one?
So latest Pakistan squad nikalo against South Africa.
Where is it?
Test series ka squad.
Oh,
There is
yeah,
a
yeah.
40-year-old. This is, see, they are actively sabotaging.
Yeah, they are sabotaging. Bro. They are
They are
sabotaging. There's no doubt
sabotaging
about
their
it.
own country. So they have no shame.
No, there's
So
no
there is
40-year-old. No, there's no 40-year-old. Noman is 38.
Asif
Asif Afridi.
Afridi.
Oh my
Asif,
God.
Asif Afridi, he's a 40-year-old.
40 का लिखा है यार.
अरे वो
38,
झूठी
but
है उसकी
38.
एज. सारे लोग पाकिस्तान में उसको बोल रहे हैं वो 40 साल का है. सबको पता है वो 40 साल का है.
इनकी सालों की एजेस भी तो नहीं कोई ट्रस्ट कर सकता.
भाई कमाल है. उसको ले आए स्लो लेफ्ट आर्म ऑर्थोडॉक्स को. कहां से उठा के लेके आए? उसका कोई रिकॉर्ड
By
ही
the
नहीं है.
way, they don't even need
Okay,
this.
tell me if he is making a test match debut.
What? Debut?
Yes, he's not played a single test match.
They can't possibly play him though.
They are
They don't need to.
100% playing
Listen,
him.
Yeah,
listen,
actually,
they
why
don't-
would you select him if you're not going to play him? Otherwise, you take a junior
one more
cricketer.
thing.
There.
One more thing. Nikhil, they actually don't need to play him. They've got two competent spinners for the first time in a long time. They have Sajid Khan, who's an off spinner, and they have Noman Ali, who's a slow left arm orthodox. They don't need this guy.
Abrar doesn't play for them in this format.
No,
Abrar is
only
so
does
bad now, he
this
doesn't
in
even
T20
play
cricket.
anymore.
Abrar ने क्या? Abrar सिर्फ अभी, you know what kind of a celebration is this? Like what is this? Like who came up with this idea? Abrar Ahmed के लिए.
It's you remember their shitty stage shows that we used to watch growing up, the crassest, most crude things possible.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
shit comes from stuff like that. भांडो वाला का नहीं एक नंबर का.
Seriously यार, मतलब it's just
Their last
it's a
good
retarded
bowler.
world.
The last
Oh,
good
Abrar
bowler.
is there in the squad. Abrar is there in the squad.
He
I know
won't be
he's
picked.
there. That's why I'm asking. The last good bowler I can think of who made a debut for them, right, is I don't rate Shaheen Shah Afridi that high. That's up to you guys. This other kid, the other fast bowler, everyone niche karna hai, Kushal, please. Or Sima, is he
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
No. The
Naseem
Naseem
Shah is
Shah
fast
is
not
bowler.
there.
Naseem Shah
He's
is
not
Naseem is not
there.
there.
Naseem Shah is
Naseem is
not
not
there.
there.
This is
Who's not there?
मैं बोल रहा हूँ, it's a retarded
Naseem
country.
Shah.
Hey, Naseem Shah is the only. So other than that was Yasir Shah. Yasir Shah was a good leg spin.
Yeah,
Yasir
उसको
Shah
भी
is
निकाल दिया.
45. Yasir Shah is 45. I don't think they can pick him. He's beyond retirement age.
No, that's fine. I'm saying that's the last good Pakistani bowler who made a debut. Naseem, I mean, he looks good, but he has no numbers. He's just not done it.
No, my question is, if you have Sajid Khan, who's a reasonably decent bowler, and you have Noman Ali, who's actually been doing pretty well, why pick another grand old uncle in this dude?
Because this is Pakistan. That somebody must have been like, पाण मैंने टीम च ले लिया. पाण मैं ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਇੰਨਾ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੀ. ਪਾਣ.
God.
That's why. There is no rocket science to it. This is Pakistan. In the last 4 years, how many chairmen have changed? How many selection committees have changed? How many captains have changed? Everything is weird. It is such a weird country.
That brings me, we have to discuss another article which Osman Saimuddin actually wrote on Pakistan cricket that I shared with Nikhil a long time ago. It's one of the greatest articles ever written. It's comedy, it's satire, it's tragedy, everything is there in it. I'll bring it up, but just look at the
No, leave it be.
selection.
Yeah, I've had enough of Pakistan cricket. We're being tried to be. हटा दे यार इसको. I can't like. I mean, मेरे को एक नाम नहीं पता यार इनका. बाबर आजम के समय में. ओ इमामुल हक वापस आ गया. इमामुल हक वापस आ गया यार.
Also, the Imam is back.
Oh, yes, is it too?
Imam is back.
Shan Masood is back, bro. Shan Masood.
वो तो कैप्टन ही था ना.
कैप्टन इसलिए बनाया क्योंकि वो अंग्रेजी बोल रहे थे. बातें बड़ी बढ़िया करते हैं. हमारे कप्तान था.
So the
वो
thing
जब
about them is,
न्यूयॉर्क में हारे थे उन्होंने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस बड़ी बढ़िया दी थी उसके बाद.
and you know, out of all of this, like now even Pakistani YouTubers are banned by and large. So उनके बेचारों के क्लिक्स भी खत्म हो गए इंडिया के. So Indians का sadistic pleasure भी खत्म हो गया. तो अभी Indians भी they have gotten over. Like अब तो इमेजिन कर क्या हाल होगा उनका. मतलब वो लोग गालियां दे रहे हैं अभी अपने प्लेयर्स को और कोई देख भी नहीं रहा है.
Bro, what happens to their automatic? I've tweeted this multiple times. I think Haris Rauf is the worst genuine fast bowler ever. The worst.
Yeah.
On outcomes. I want to know what
you should have
we
seen
used to
Hassan's
assume.
reaction on Instagram. You should have seen.
I want to
Hassan's
know what we
reaction
used to
on-
assume was their steady supply line, right? Which was their fast bowling contingent. They're not producing a fast bowler at all. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not. But it's actually a deeper thing than that. Mike Hesson later said in a conference he has explicitly instructed Haris Rauf not to bowl full. This was doing Instagram clip rounds. So I watched it there. And Haris Rauf, next clip is him bowling full and getting smashed for sixes by Tilak Verma in the Asia Cup final. The dude has no brain left.
Bro, I think if you look at that 22 World Cup, right?
Yeah.
They eventually did make the final, so for whatever we may say, right? And they lost the
Yeah.
final to England.
Yeah.
Haris Rauf got hit for 3 sixes in that entire tournament. I think his
Yeah.
life was sorted till 18.4 overs of that India game.
Yeah.
दो बॉल में जो ट्रॉमा उसको कोहली ने दो बॉल में पहुंचाया ना.
But that
Yeah.
shot is one of the greatest shots ever.
Ever. Dude, even the second one is an insane flick.
Insane
over.
flick.
Bro,
Insane.
it's a straight bat flick over fine leg, yeah.
That was
ridiculous shot.
That was peak Kohli genius.
No, it's and at a time at which Kohli genius had started to dissipate a little bit, bro. He pulled this out from like the highest possible echelons of his cricketing genius. And bro, there are in the history of the sport, there are maybe 4 or 5 people who can play those shots. There may be, if I even stretch it. And I'm telling you, there may be 4 or 5 who can play it. None of them will produce them back to back the way he did. He is extraordinary on that day. Just absolutely extraordinary. But उन दो बॉल ने ना ऐसा ट्रॉमा दिया है हारिस भाई को अपने. He's done. He will forever have that pain in it.
Yeah.
Stokes could have gone that way, bro. After he got hit for 4 sixes in a row by Carlos
Yeah, but he completely turned it around.
Stuart Broad took 6 sixes on his face, man, and he became one of the great bowlers of all time. But these guys, because I'm telling you again, it's the frontal cortex. The emotional side just can't be controlled. This is a Punjabiyat problem. Kushal and I always joke about this. In India, it is but Pakistan is an example of what happens to a nation state if only Punjabis govern. Very important to have that Punjabi power, that Punjabi energy, that Punjabi flair, and very bright guys, and then they'll get things done. But you need some temperance. You need some tactic. You need some strategy. That's where all the bongs, the Tams, the Mulls, the Marathis, all of them come through. Very, very important.
Everyone else. Yeah,
it's very, very good. We have a very good mix. If you put it all together, it's a very good mix to have.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, regarding the second test match in Delhi, you said you are going to watch it, right? Live. You are going to watch it live. I'm telling
I'll
you.
go for a session or two at least. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. By the way,
Basically, you
if
have to go
any,
day 1 or day 2 because उसके बाद तो कुछ है ही नहीं ना.
yeah, yeah.
हाँ, डे
If
3 के बाद तो ये मैच खत्म हो जाए. This is why I think they should fix the toss, let India bat first, so that at least we have a 4-day match.
yeah, yeah, they'll bat twice.
Or I think we need when the series is done, we need to pick our next generation of fast bowlers. I'm getting a little worried about our pool depth.
I'm not.
नहीं यार, quality नहीं है. Kushal, that Prasidh I love. Like I really like Prasidh. People complained about him in the England series.
What's with Gautam Gambhir and his love for Harshit Rana?
I was about to come to that.
Dude, Sunny Gavaskar with the greatest line in his entire cricketing career says Harshit Rana is the only 3-format player who does not play well in any format. He gets to bowl in every format badly.
He has a Champions Trophy medal now. He has a Champions Trophy medal just because of that. He has a Champions Trophy medal.
He's nippy, though.
No, he's got bounce, he's got nip, but he can't control it. This is a guy who consistently goes at 11, 12 and over.
Did you guys see the latest Bihar cricket stadium?
No, I haven't seen this yet.
Please put it up. Please put it up. Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
No, it's not. Like I think the design is bad, yeah. Like look at this. Look at this.
It's Pune. It's basically Pune. They have basically rebuilt Pune.
Dude, this is
it's a very standard Indian stadium, bro.
Arey yaar, itni dhoop. Just the media center has this.
No. They will have to put sheds over the rest of it. Yeah, they can't leave it like
Kushal, I agree.
They can't leave it.
Please look up Pune. Pune is the exact same stadium. Literally the exact same stadium. Look up Pune.
Everyone sleeps in the afternoon, so it's okay.
इनका ये भी एक बड़ा बढ़िया एक फॉर्मेट है नाइट क्रिकेट खेलने का. एक मॉर्निंग सेशन खेलो बिकॉज मॉर्निंग सेशन में दम होता है. भात खाने के बाद सब सोएंगे 2 घंटा 2.5 घंटा. फिर सेकंड सेशन स्टार्ट्स एट 4 o'clock or so and third session at 6:30 or so. You get very good bowling periods.
Kushal, you were complaining about no rooftops, right? I'll just show you what I mean. Indian stadiums have absolutely no scope for imagination whatsoever.
No, I mean, I've been grilling the BCCI about shitty facilities in our stadiums.
Literally the same stadium. It's literally the same stadium. There's no difference whatsoever. It's literally the same design.
That's a standard Indian stadium.
No, this is we are the richest. Like we are a rich board by global standards now.
Listen, we are also a rich enough country to not have potholes in every single road of our life. Okay, like this is us because of the corruption. This is money and ideas being stolen away. This is almost like going to NABARD and saying build every home in the country. Every stadium is like that.
Yeah. And the thing is, you know what? When it comes to Indian stadiums, right? Already Nikhil and I actually discussed this, Kushal, the Bangalore Stampede. We actually discussed this after the RCB title podcast. We actually discussed this. And the news came out then later that RCB are planning a new stadium, 100,000 seater, God knows why, on the outskirts of Bangalore now. So basically that means Chinnaswamy is going to be relegated to the state cricket teams. The new stadium is going to be the behemoth for all of this, but I have no hope that they will design a good one. They're just going to take Narendra Modi Stadium and they're going to copy paste it. There's no imagination going to be present here. That's the sad part. Like, just think about the imagination that the Australians have. Just think about their stadiums. Sydney Cricket Ground is such a lovely place to see cricket. Sydney is a vibe. MCG looks like a cathedral, a colosseum. That is the feel you want to get. Narendra Modi Stadium has it to an extent. I'll give it that. But let's actually think about the stadiums which are so badly designed. You look at stadiums like Indore, God, terrible. Chinnaswamy itself doesn't look great, and it's too small. It's not a single problem. And Wankhede is a small stadium, by the way. Wankhede is a child's playground now. It has 60-meter fences. It's a pretty bad. And
By
Nikhil
the way,
has
they
already told me.
to rebuild Brabant Stadium from scratch to the Mumbai Cricket Association and the Maharashtra State Cricket Association that they're not taking. And I don't know why it's not been taken
I'm
up.
not particularly hungry, but give me 15-20 minutes now.
Anyways, guys, I have to go now.
Thanks so much, Kushal.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
and I will just leave you guys with another beautiful clip of Shahid Khan Afridi so that you guys can realize. This is Shahid Khan Afridi in a media clip when he was asked about women's cricket. And then I will go.
हुआ शायद अफरीदी कितना हक में पेशावर में गर्ल्स की क्रिकेट होनी चाहिए, उनकी टीमें होनी चाहिए, दिल करता है कि हमारी खवातीन को भी स्पोर्ट्स में आगे आना चाहिए।
यार हमारी खवातीन के हाथ में मजा बहुत ज्यादा है, तो खाने बहुत अच्छे बनाती हैं।
नहीं, मैं तो इसलिए क्वेश्चन किया कि एक जनरल
बस ये जवाब मिल गया ना।
अच्छा, खाने के लिए ज्यादा खाना।
This is an international cricket player saying women should be cooking, not playing cricket.
Is it any surprise that it's Afridi saying this? Afridi has been known to make such misogynistic statements all the time.
I'm going to make that point again. For a culture or a country to make this guy into a demigod, it's just again the front lobe problem. This is one of the most. No cricketer has let them down on more occasions than this guy has. The single worst batsman with that tag I've ever seen. He was a reasonable bowler, by the way, for ODI cricket. Reasonable bowler. But
he took
as a
360
batsman, he has
ODI
let them down every single time, and they still keep lionizing him because he एक आध बार छक्का मार दिया, कुछ कर दिया. मतलब he's decrepit. You cannot have people like this as role models. Where will you land up with people like this? Boss, whatever may be our flaws, we used to look at a Gavaskar and we used to 10 गाली उसको देते थे यार. Gavaskar is a million X of these guys, yaar. We have abused Tendulkar, we have abused Dravid, we have abused Kohli, but from the perspective of we expect even more, not from the perspective of, of putting up with any kind of mediocrity here. This is insane, this guy.
No, just look at his ODI record in batting. 400 ODIs. He played 400 ODIs. Think about that. 24 average. 24. He took 395 wickets. Don't get me wrong. That's fine. But look at this. 24.
I mean, even wickets is less than a wicket a game. Because he'd be bowling 10 very frequently.
Yeah. But 400 wickets is 400 wickets. So I'm going to give that to him.
Oh, he belongs to a family of Sufi peers. Ye Sufi hai. Ye spiritual aadmi hai tumhara.
Anyways, chalo. I'll take your leave, guys. So
okay, thank you so much, Kushal. See you soon.
Bye.
Thank you so much.